Chalvaga?
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Yeah, we're gonna have to bleep some of these.
I'm getting there.
Yeah.
Oh, who cares?
G'day all, and how's it going? Welcome back to Nothing But Footy. Lads, how are we on this fine evening?
Oh yeah, I'm good. Will's lighting the mood up here with a nice little something
So
funny.
check your Instagram reel.
Ah, yeah, that's pretty funny.
That's a good one.
How was your boys' weekends?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
Lots of good footy this week. Close games.
Close games,
Don't know about the good football part.
bad football.
Yeah.
That's the real question though. Would you prefer a close game or a really good quality
Depends
football
how
by
bad
one
the
team?
football is. If
And we'll
it's-
break into how bad the football is as we go on. But was anything of mention from your guys' weekend?
Nothing much really. Got a big win. Sharky and I did playing football, so that was good.
You got one goal, one.
And a
So
goal
close.
assist. You can call it a goal assist.
Yeah, we'll call it 2.
The stat sheet would disagree. Can anything of note?
No, watch a lot of football. I'm like watching so much football nowadays. It's actually crazy.
Well,
I
you
don't
don't have a
think
lot of
there's a-
time in your hands.
I don't think there's a day where I don't watch a game of football. And then Saturdays, I watch like 6 games of football.
How good.
Like, it's just like.
Well,
yeah,
speaking of
it's
football,
special.
We'll start off with the first game from our lads, which was I describe it as a car crash, right? It was like you're driving past, it's so bad you can't even be there, but you just got to keep looking. And that was Tiggs versus the Dons, one of the lesser quality games I've seen, but also I was on the edge of my seat. Who's going to get it? Will, your lads are out there giving it a red hot crack, coming home with the chocolates. How would you go about this one?
yeah, this game was disgusting, to be honest. So happy the boys got the win. Grit, well done. But fucking hell, that was like so gross to watch. Yeah, to be honest, I don't know what the fuck was going on. Everyone was slipping over, missing kicks. Who let Kaczynski back in the side is another big question I have. If he had any chance of redeeming his career, that's fucked now. So I reckon we probably witnessed his last ever
Last
AFL
game.
game because he hasn't secured. Wait, has he got another year? Hold on. This
I'll
might,
quickly have a look while
this
you guys
might
break
ruin
into
my
that.
day. If he's got another
He's
year,
got
this
another
might ruin
year.
my day. But yeah, this was fucking like I don't know how did he play 50 games for you blokes?
I don't know.
Some terrible recruiting. What was he? What pick was he? As
Well,
well?
He played when Hawthorn went through there. He was pick 52.
Yeah, okay, yeah, fair enough.
He was there when Hawthorn went through their rough patch. So that's why.
Yeah,
That's why they
okay.
were shit, because they had Kaczynski.
Yeah, well done to the boys. Kicked 2 goals in the second half. Didn't kick goal for an hour, but so happy to get the 4 points, especially after losing. So
Keon, your thoughts in this game?
I just thought it was an unbelievable game for all the wrong reasons. It was unbelievably shit. There was injuries left, right, and center. There was players just dropping the ball, slipping over, the biggest skill errors. Like, you generally think you're watching a VFL game out there. Like, it was just, you're going,
wasn't wet either.
oh, I could be doing better than this. And I don't know what was going on with that pocket. But that right-hand pocket, there was something going on. And it took a little bit in that North Melbourne game as well for them to break the curse, because Cosy Pickett from that pocket kick went out on the full as well. I think across those 2 games, there was 6 out on the fulls from that one pocket.
Far out.
So, yeah, there's something going on. But the whole MCG on Saturday night was cursed. I guess that probably brings us into Essendon. They're a couple more injuries.
Nick Martin.
Nick Martin's done his ACL.
Terrible.
So he won't return till the back end of next year.
Which sucks. Like, you'd much rather do it at the start of this year.
And he probably won't break the disposal record anymore.
Was he on?
Yeah. Have you not heard the whole
No.
so there's this bloke who's been going around, he's on a podcast and he's been saying that by the end of time in Nick Martin's career, he's gonna break the disposal
Oh,
record.
what? Well, who's got it?
Or Pendle.
Yeah,
Pendle is
true,
about
yeah,
to break
yeah.
it. He's either got it or he's about he's about does he have it? Yeah, he has it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
That'll be
has it.
ours.
And then you got Will Setterfield. He's going to go into surgery as well on his foot,
Yeah.
which is unfortunate. So they've lost 2 star players there. So yeah, they got some struggles.
Just
A lot of
quickly,
struggles.
Jacob Kaczynski is out of contract 2026.
He's got another year in him. Far out. Well, it'll be good for the reserves, I guess.
They'll love having him there.
I will say, Tyler Young, first game back from doing his ACL, he was immaculate. Ben Miller, I've never seen kick that good ever in my life.
Mm.
That was ridiculous. Like, he bit off like 3 or 4 kicks. The backman really stepped up, which I was really impressed by. Brody was good. Tigger in his 250th, he was unreal as well. So
Taj,
Taj kicked his first goal. He was good. Good pressure.
smart. He seemed like a smart footballer. A couple of taps he
Yeah,
had.
yeah.
They looked good.
He's very agile and quick as
Mhm.
well, I've noticed. So we'll give him maybe a different role as well. I think they were kind of easing him in a little bit, which is good. I thought James Trezise was absolutely incredible when he came on as sub. Sonsi obviously copped the sub, and obviously Tim Turano, just a beast in the middle of the ground.
Just quickly, we'll look at Essendon's injury list here with a few season-ending injuries, and you kind of look towards what's the future look for them. Because as an Essendon fan, you're disgruntled, haven't won a final in so long. You kind of got to bite the bullet at some stage and move on to a full rebuild. Is it time for that full rebuild with all these injuries, or where do they kind of draw the line in the sand? Is the list still good enough for them to be pushing finals? You look at their players who stand up. You have Zach Merritt. You used to have Nick Martin, in my opinion. Now you've only got Zach Merritt. Do they have a few other players like maybe Kako and Nate Caddy who are their stars? But when you look deep into the list, I don't feel like there's a lot of depth. And I feel like you guys would agree with me there. We have Zach Reed out for the season. We have Tom Edwards out for the season. Sam Draper out for the season. Nick Cox out for the season. Nick Bryan out for the season. So their injury list is piling up. And as Nick Martin, is going to be added to this one. Is it time? Is it time to go, hey, guys, let's just cash in our chips and see what we can do to get a rebuild? Or
Well, they can't. Like,
yeah.
it is a rebuild
They are
already. You know, like
rebuilding.
well, you know what I mean? Like, what's the move? Because there's clearly something here. Like, they don't have any.
you can't do anything.
They have nothing to do.
Yeah,
They've got no cards to play.
They've got nothing to give. They've got nothing to.
Their rebuild.
Get-
Their rebuild is injured.
Yeah, literally.
Like Draper's what 24, 25. Zach Reed, he's only in his 4th season.
Nick Bryan,
Bryan, Tom Edwards' 1st season.
Ben Mackay, who they've paid $1 million a
Mhm.
year, has played 12 games this year or something. You know?
Caldwell, who I believe is going to miss the rest of the season as well. He's another one. Then you got Nick Martin, obviously. Like they're going to be lucky to field a team this week.
Yeah.
They literally cannot take any more injuries.
No.
Because how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, plus the 2 more. That's 14. So they've got 30 players to pick from now.
Mm.
Yeah, which is a tough position to be in.
So,
But
geez, their VFL team.
they are going to debut the most players ever, isn't it?
They will
It's
now.
close.
They will now. Although if they even have players to debut, they might not even have players to debut. They'll just be players who've played like 2 games.
Down to Perth, where we had Freo take on Hawks. Freo obviously coming home with the win. This was one of the better quality close games, you'd say, from the round. I'm disappointed in the loss, but, Freo played immaculately. I really thought they really stood up towards the end where we were just playing defense and you just knew they were going to come. It was just in their forward line. They kept on going for it. You had Josh Tracy. He was just bound for a goal. You saw him. He kept presenting, rolling back, coming through. He was going to get a goal. And honestly, I'm not too sad we lost this one. This was one that was going to happen. It means a lot considering they're in finals contention as well. So it's a big 4 points to miss. But at the end of the day, we did genuinely lose to a better side on the day. I feel like if you play that game 3 more times, we might get a win, but who knows? What was your guys' takes from looking at this game?
Well, Hawthorn, I believe, possibly just let slip a top 4 chance. That was one of the games where they had to go and win it if they wanted to be a top 4 contender. And I'd look at their fixture, I just don't think they can get there. Freo, though, when things get tough, they were able to stand up. Brayshaw comes off bleeding. Sarong, Hawthorn missed something. I don't know why McGuinness was the sub. You know, you've seen the last 2 weeks, Sarong gets shut down and Freo are what, 0-2. I feel like that is like the most obvious thing. We spoke about it in the preview.
Yeah.
Surely you go to Sarong. You've got Finn McGuinness. Like, and as you said, he's the easiest player to tag. I just don't understand why they didn't go to him. He ended up having a field day. Yeah, I think that was probably where it was lost.
Will?
Yeah, Hawks they just lack that. I don't know. They were just getting outrun. Like they were getting beaten in every way. It felt like in that fourth quarter. You know, one-on-ones they were losing that they shouldn't be losing. You know, like when it comes down to the teeth of football, like no system, just you and your man who can get the pill. It felt like they were losing in that aspect. I felt like their forward line was also very disappointing. Gunston with the one. Chol didn't kick a goal.
Which is something I would be critical of Chol sometimes, that he doesn't stand up when we need him to.
That's what I mean. He's the fair weather player, obviously. Cal Shadir was pretty good, though. He did kick the 3. But, yeah, it felt like there was a piece missing, you know, just weren't quite there. I thought Freo was very impressive, though, in that second half. Really did well to just stem the play. And as Kalen said, sorry. As Kalen said, if you want to stop Freo, stop Caleb Sarong. Like dead set, that's all you have to do. Brayshaw was also very good, 29 touches and 14 tackles. But you wonder how that's happening considering Lloyd Meek had 48 hitouts, you know, so.
You also got to commend Lloyd Meek against 2 ruckmen to have that performance he had with the 48 hitouts,
Against
13
the former
tackles.
side.
So he really stood up and made us have a chance there, but obviously wasn't able to come home with the chocolates. Is the 2 ruckman thing, is that something it's going to continue? I saw a bit of stuff today on that your boys, Keon, with Tom de Koning maybe coming in. You guys are fine with maybe running the 2 ruckmans. What do you guys feel about it in terms of a strategy moving forward? Is it something we're going to see more of, see a little bit less of? Is this more just an experimental phase?
Who's what? What are we talking about?
Sean Darcy and Luke Jackson.
Yeah, but what's an experimental phase?
Well, I'm saying that with Tom de Koning probably coming to Saints, Ross Lyon was going on. Yeah, we wouldn't mind having the 2, so maybe running Rowan Marshall and them in the same, just having them have a run so they can have a more a trot. I was just asking for your opinion on that, really, and seeing if this is something we're going to see
on
more of.
Kilda or on Freo?
More if we're going to see more teams go out with a 2 ruckman across the league.
Oh, no. Because
They're not good enough.
Luke Jackson, the only reason it's happening is because Luke Jackson can go in the midfield and can actually do an all right job. And now we're seeing Sean Darcy be able to hit the scoreboard. I think it's 3 weeks in a row where he's kicked a goal for himself. So I think that's good. But no, that's not something that I think many clubs will say. On the St Kilda one is something I'll get on to a bit later. But yeah, Meek did all right.
From that, I reckon we'll transition into Saints versus the Swans on the Sunday. Okay, on your boys giving it a red hot crack to try and get out there and get the 4 points, but unfortunately couldn't come home with it. What are your feelings towards this game, considering it's one you could have won, but Swans came out and put you guys away?
Well, yeah, it just came down to Jack Sinclair not realising that Errol Goulden was a left footer, basically. Let him stroll in, kick a goal, and that's ended up was the separation. And just early opportunities that were probably missed. It was an game that ebbed and flowed, really. We'd struggle to move the ball for 10 minutes, and then Sydney would struggle to move the ball. And I think teams had their moments, and in the end, Sydney took their moments the best in their fourth quarter. And I think the problem for us probably came down to the pressure. I don't think our forward line pressure, and that comes down to, obviously, Dan Butler was probably the worst injury of football I've seen live.
Oh, how bad was it?
No.
That was
Oh,
pretty
that you've
ugly.
seen
That I've
live.
seen live. Like,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
I've
There
seen,
was
yeah.
one that was. Were you at the game?
No, I wasn't at the game.
Oh, I was going to say there was one. Completely forget who. Where it's just the leg just snapped. Oh, what was
Will
the
There's a
Powell?
couple, yeah.
Yeah, Will Powell.
Will
did
Powers
his.
was very
leg snapped?
bad.
You saw it for a second, and you're like, oh,
Mm.
and then it was gone. No replays,
Yeah,
anything.
I'd say Will Powers is worse, but only because you can't really see what Dan Butler happens to him. You just kind of see the aftermath of his elbow.
He walked off the ground with that
know.
thing still out.
Yeah, I know. Fuck.
And then he went downstairs and could put it pop back in because he didn't even go to hospital. So
Oh, really?
he was whole game he was sitting at the back of the bench with a sling. Like he stayed there.
Good on him.
I'm not sure what that type of thing, what the recovery, what the go is for. Like you'd
It'll
think
be
it'd be
out.
like a shoulder that pops out, but yeah, I'm not sure. I've never seen it before. I'm not sure if you have.
Yeah, there'd be some. No, I've never seen it either. Dislocated elbow.
It was
But
just
the
weird.
commentator was straight on it, and I
Yeah.
had no idea what. I thought it was broken, but they were straight on it. They were like, "That's a dislocated elbow." I'm like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, that
Jeez.
was I mean, he got him a goal. That was it.
Yeah,
He may
I
have
thought he
popped
kicked it. It was Hall, wasn't it?
Yeah, it
That
was
kicked
Hall.
it. Yeah.
So yeah, but I mean, Grundy continues his great form. He's on fire, and I think Marcus Winhager again. I think I said this last week, but he's showing what he can do without being a tagger. He's played on the wing for majority of the day, and I think something that St Kilda does, and I don't know if I like it or not because I haven't seen it enough. But we've run our rotation is bench wing midfield. Interesting. At times you'll see Winhager on the wing, you'll see McRae on the wing, you'll see Steele on the wing. Like McRae finished that game on the wing. But at times, I think at the start of the game, Steele might have started on the wing. So that one's quite interesting. What do you think of the Nazai Wanganeen Miller tag? Obviously, he got dropped at halftime.
Yeah, it did get dropped, and it seemed like he got less of the ball after he got dropped. It got dropped.
Yeah. Yeah, I could tend to agree with that.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't think it did too much, to be honest.
Yeah.
I thought Nasai was still getting in his spots, getting plenty enough of the football. So
Yeah, I think the one thing it probably did early with his, what he struggled with was trying to get away from James Jordan.
yeah,
You could feel he was kind of, he had to run toward, like it was weird. He was trying to get away from him instead of just trying to find the football.
yeah.
But what I liked is obviously his teammates trying to get him the ball because they
Mm.
know how good he can be. Anything else you have to say for this one? Oh, the other was Alex Taru. He probably had the worst 10 minutes of his life, he felt, at the start of the game. I'm not sure if you saw. But he gave off 3 goals, literally, off his own boot. Just some silly mistakes that you're going to have from rookies. But I thought the way that he turned around, especially in that end of that first quarter, but then for the rest of the game, he was awesome. His pressure, he had one where he ran down the wing, spoil, tackle, smother, all in 10 seconds. So I thought he was good. He bounced back. The boys got around him. Caminiti really got around him. So yeah, that was good.
Yep.
We'll launch into Will's Wonkers.
Just got a couple here. Koshitsky. Some people might call him Kazitsky. I might say his name's Kazitsky, Jacob Kazitsky.
Get it
Okay.
legally changed.
Yeah, I might get it legally changed, mate, because fuck, mate, you just put up a generational stinky performance. Jacob Koshitsky. Shot a goal, misses. That's fine. You're in the right spot. You took the mark. Another mark. Handballs it off when there's no reason to handball it off. You're in the square.
So this is the interesting one, right? His angle was tough, yeah. But is that on him? I know it's on him because he handballed it, but is that on the player Sims calling for it as well?
A little bit, yeah.
Like, who do you put more of the ownership on?
But I put more of the ownership because Sims can't see behind him.
True.
So Sims might think he's all by himself.
Mm.
And, it's the right call. Sims is also 18 years old.
Kaczynski's a veteran of 68 games.
Koshitsky has played 70 AFL games. Out the square. Tough angle, but, not far at all. An AFL player should be kicking that most of the time. And then to fucking the cherry on top, just to fucking top it all off for the best game of all time. Wide open mark. Good lead. Good hit up into the pocket. Hits his chest. Bounces out.
Bounces off.
Hits his hands. Bounces onto his face. Hits him in the fucking face. Falcon. and then goes out of bounds. Disgusting. Just get out. Don't come back. What the fuck? Next up is Aaron Norton. Terrible fucking miss. He's running into goal and literally misses the entire goals. Like he was probably closer to the left-hand post and misses the right point post. Like it was ridiculous. I thought this was a bit of a funny one. Harley Reid to Horn Francis. This got a lot of media
I
attention.
liked it.
He says,
We will
"I
touch on
lo-
it later.
Will we?
Yeah, it leads us into a segment that we've
Oh.
got. So don't worry. You can discuss it, but we'll get into more depth
What
about it.
segment is this?
We'll get into that segment.
Okay. All right.
So, well, you're not allowed to talk
Yeah.
about your segment.
Yep. All right, we'll skip that one then, and then we'll go. Dan McStay just couldn't get anything right. Dan McLeave, the team, because he sold that game for Collingwood on his own boot. Missed about 3 shots. I think it was 3 set shots that just needed to kick, and one of them very, 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 very kickable. So, yeah, those are the Wonkers for the week.
Fantastic. Well, starting the week off, we had Lions take on the Blues on the Thursday night. Lions coming home with the win, but we saw what I would say a little more kick out of Carlton. It wasn't a horrible performance from them. They were in it at stages, I felt. But at the end of the day, Lions able to come home and get the win. You guys have been, and everyone has been quite critical of Carlton. Is this a step in the right direction or on the same path?
Oh, I guess you could say it's. I don't think it's really a step in the right path because what they showed was effort, and I go on about it all the time. But you know, effort's not a skill; it's just what everyone. should be able
Richmond
to
has
do.
effort,
Yeah.
like
So everyone's going, oh, you know, Carlton, you know, they showed good signs. No, they just showed effort. That's what they haven't showed for a month.
Yeah.
So are they going in good ways? I wouldn't say yes, but I also wouldn't say no because finally we saw some effort. But you know, Brisbane were just awesome. They just had to go and do it, and they
turn it on when they needed to.
yeah.
And it felt like, you know how they do that thing where they play to the level of the competition they are,
Mm.
and then they switch it on in the second
Yeah,
half.
and just
they go,
decide
yeah.
now we're gonna go.
Oh, well, now we'll win. That's what this felt like. It felt like, oh, but the Blues might be a chance here. And then it was like, wait a second. Josh Dunkley just tackled 4 blokes in the span of 2 minutes.
Yeah. I think obviously as a winger, I'm gonna like wingers, but I think Zach Bailey is actually turning
my God,
himself
unreal.
into an elite player. Hit the 21 touches, kicked the 1 goal 4, had the possibility to have an absolute day
Could
out
have kicked,
again.
I reckon, 3 of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he had the first 3 shots on goal.
Yeah.
And he kind of just ran around again. It's the new thing. It's the Ollie Dempsey role. I think we're gonna keep referring to it for the next few years. But you know, Zach Bailey's now doing it, and he's doing it differently because he's not the high flyer. He's getting off the crumbs. He's literally playing as another forward.
I never realized how quick he is. Like his explosive burst is very impressive.
How have you thought their month without Payne's been defensively? I think they've done quite well.
Yeah, I think they've done all right. They haven't played Gardner though that entire month, so they brought Gardner in. I'm not sure if it was this week or last week, but
I thought Leicester's really stood up.
Leicester has been very
in
good
the last couple of weeks.
Yes.
I think also playing the 2 rucks probably has helped them as well.
Yeah, so
being-
McInerney did come in this week. Yeah, and I definitely agree. Let Fort kind of go around, do what he needs to do, and
Because they can kind of play, one can help more defensively, the other
yeah.
can be a bit more forward.
they can pluck him like wherever. But yeah, I definitely agree. Leicester's definitely stepped up. Another one that I think has definitely stepped up is Ryan Lester. I also think Noah Answorth's like past couple 4 or 5 weeks have been incredible. He's obviously
He's done.
he's done for the year, so which is terrible news because he was having a very good game actually.
He was.
But you know, played 22% time on ground, had 7 touches. So I think that just goes to show.
We'll want to touch on a few things here, and I'm sure we'll get into it with Will's Where Your Wallet, so cut me off if you want. But the umpires. So we'll talk about where the hit where we had Andrew hit the umpires in Brisbane's forward 50. We all probably have seen the footage of it, but umpire in the corridor go for an inbound kick.
Ugh.
and knocks into the umpires. Is this something we'll touch on in the Wonkers, or you want not Wonkers in your wallet, or you want to give you 2 cents now?
Well, I'm not sure if they'll pop up.
Hold
If they
on
pop
to
up,
it,
I'll
hold
talk
on to
about
it
it.
for
Yeah.
now.
From that, I just want to give a quick highlight to Mark Pinanet's goal.
Oh my god,
Probably the best thing I've seen a ruckman do.
ripper, like absolute ripper. I reckon that's what made him believe. To be
He
honest,
went back, and I'm not even joking. One, I was like, he's not going to make this. The other thing, I was like, that's going to come off the side of his boot down the full. Like,
yeah.
I just had no belief. I don't think anyone in that crowd did.
See, even if he got the distance and it was kind of close, you'd be like, wow.
Mm.
Or even if it was in line but didn't make the distance, you'd be like, damn, pretty good. Fucking plucked it perfectly.
Now, I don't know if you watched last night, but do you know how long that kick was?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't. I'll let you take a guess.
I'm gonna
Sharky,
go-
you can have a guess as well from memory. How long do you reckon that kick was?
I'm going to say 61.8.
6, 7.
It was 62 meters. So I think it was
Oh my
62.
God.
62.2, I think it was. Either 62.2 or 4.4.
0.4 meters off.
But yeah, you've done actually very well. Like,
Far
other than
out.
that. I only thought it was about 58 from watching it.
Yeah.
But he was a bit further out than I thought he was. But yeah, that was interesting. But yeah, Brisbane just went and got the job done as they needed to do and tick
Yeah.
off the box. Go
Yeah,
win
exactly.
game in
4
Melbourne.
points.
Yeah, exactly.
All they needed.
Now the Friday night game, and what a game this was. To start off with, we had Suns 100th game. Then we went ahead and it was their first ever Friday game at Energy Stadium.
It was their
No,
100th win.
100th win, sorry.
People first.
Yeah, first ever game at People's First on a Friday night. And I just want to say, I reckon we're going to see next season at least 2 or 3 Friday nights there. I just feel like it was a good atmosphere. They pack it out. Hardwick's going on a lot. I don't know if you guys have been listening to a few of his press conference, but he's just been going on just like, if you're a Gold Coast, someone in the Gold Coast, just get behind us. Just like you're going to see.
Oh, Damien Hardwick.
Yeah, Damien Hardwick.
I was thinking of fucking
Blake
Blake
Hard-
Hardwick.
Blake
I was
Hardwick.
like, why the fuck would he be saying that?
He's going, get behind us. It's going to change. Like, we're going to get there. We're going to get a finals. And Tom Morris today on SEN has actually said that in the next 5 years, two of the grand finals are going to be with the Suns in it. Just before we break into more of the game, as a movement, how do you guys feel the Suns are going?
I think that if they're a top 4 team, I mean, and they went and proved it. The one thing I think everyone does when they look at the ladder is they forget they've literally got another game. So at the moment they sit what would be 4th. Right now they're 5th, but they would be 4th. And their next 4 weeks are going to be their difficult ones, and that's really going to show us. I'm excited for Gold Coast. They've got Adelaide next week. Let me pull up the rest. And then I think they've got Hawthorn. What have they got? It is Adelaide, Brisbane. So they got Adelaide in Adelaide. Then they got Brisbane at People's First. And then they've got Richmond at People's First. Then they got Carlton at Marvel. And then they got Giants at People's First. And then obviously the Essendon and Port Adelaide one. So there's 2 games there, Richmond and Carlton, which we should just go tick. And when we go tick, that puts them at 13 wins. And for me, I think you got to win 13 to lock yourself in finals. And they lock themselves in. So they've put themselves in good flow. They play Essendon as well at the end of the year. So by no doubt, they'll finish with 14 plus wins for the season.
Essendon might lose their entire team having to play 2 weeks, so 2 games in 1 week.
Yeah, true.
You think about their injury already, like they might lose.
Can
like,
you? What happens if
everyone
you have to abandon a match? Because
Yeah.
you can't sign a player
now?
like now.
West Coast did it.
I reckon the
in that
AFL
COVID
would.
year
Yeah,
when
but
everyone
that's
got
would be an
COVID.
interesting one to know. Was that because of COVID? Because I think other clubs did it, didn't they? Was it only
I'm
West
pretty
Coast?
sure it was
Oh,
just
okay.
like it was just that was because of COVID, but I'm sure circumstances. But they only brought West Coast waffle players,
Mm.
so I'm guessing you'd only be able to bring
Bring Essendon
Essendon and VFL.
yeah.
Imagine that being an Essendon VFL player.
Yeah.
That'd be like your
Imagine
Andre
you just played
Graham
local
moment.
footy on the weekend.
Sick.
You get called up to Essendon VFL team, and then
And then
in
you get
6
the
weeks
double
there's like
call
four
up.
former injuries, and then they're like, "Oh, you could play AFL now as well."
It was like what the fuck. At
You
the
just went
G.
from kicking 10 in local footy.
yeah, literally.
Just on the Pies, what are your guys' thoughts on how they played. Obviously not going to be good for the first two halves, but what are your guys' 2 cents on it? And then I want to give you guys a question.
For me, it was their goal kicking that really lost them this game. So many times they could have won the football game by just kicking straight. Even when Gold Coast were dominating in a sense, Collingwood kicked, I think it was 5 behinds in a row towards the end of that second half. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 behinds at the end of that second half. You kick 3 goals there and all of a sudden it's a close game. Scoreless in the first half, but kicked 8 behinds. It just wasn't good enough. Fair play to Gold Coast for holding on, but Collingwood should have probably won that game.
Just quickly, in terms of bringing Scott Pendlebury there as the sub. Now, this confuses me because it's like we're going to rest him, but we're not 100% going to rest him. What was the thought process behind that? Was it bring him there and then hopefully he won't have to play, but he's still going on a trip. He's still not properly resting him. Should it have been someone else or should he have just been on the field from the start? Because that's been a lot of people's questioning.
Oh, I think it was very smart. I mean, and this is why Craig McRae's the best coach in the business. I mean, just my thoughts on the game. I thought, although Collingwood couldn't kick straight in that first half, I thought Gold Coast were a much better team anyway. And their shots that they missed, it wasn't like they were easy shots they were missing. They were still shots from sort of, 35, 40 out on a bit of an angle. Apart from a couple. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But they weren't easy set shots. So I give it to Gold Coast for giving them the difficult shots. It wasn't like they were getting ones from directly in front. And the other thing was I could count 3 times that John Noble touched the ball on the line, like punched it through. So that just shows that their players are switched on. So I think you can go, Collingwood didn't kick straight, but I think Gold Coast was still in that first half overall the better team. And then in the second half, Collingwood just kicked themselves into gear. I think Pendlebury playing is such a benefit for them. He just controls the middle of the ground. Like someone, that we're mates with, he just sits in the middle of the ground and controls the ball from back line to the forward line and gets the job done and probably goes a little bit unnoticed, I'd say, for Pendlebury. But no, I think what Collingwood did with playing him was very good because, one, it gets him closer to the game's record by playing a half. And then, he came on and he almost brought him back. But I think that the real one to talk about is Josh Dacos.
Yeah,
he lurks in his brother's shadows. And he said, hold on, boys, ladies and gentlemen.
Get on my back.
I am the older brother and I'll show you what I can do. And he played, first of all, I will no doubtably say, the best 10 minutes of football I've seen. And then also possibly the best quarter of football I've seen. But the first 6 minutes of that quarter, he had 2 goals, 7 touches, a goal assist, and 4 tackles. You don't talk about just putting your team on your back and saying, ride with me. But the question is, do you put him back at half back and you leave him as the secret weapon, or do you just let him play midfield now?
Yeah, I don't think you overuse it, to be honest. Just every now and again, secret weapon.
Just know about it.
Because we know that these players can do this kind of stuff once a month. Or maybe not once a month. They can do it for a 4-week period, and then their body really starts to feel it. And then we kind of see that decline. We saw it with Heaney. We took him a season, but it's we saw that decline from him. We saw it from Ed Richards a little bit. He's kind of kicked up again, but I'd love to see it brought out in a close game or something like that. But just, I don't know, because for me, I feel like he should still go play on the wing, because you get Dan Houston where he should be playing on the half back, and then you keep your midfielders how it is. But he was fucking unbelievable. Genuinely, almost won them the game. I reckon he might pull 3.
Well, I don't think so. I think Matt Rao.
Yeah.
The reason Gold Coast were able to win, and the reason why, who said it? Tom Morris said that they could be, what was it, in the next two grand finals out of 5.
Yeah, 2 of the 4. 2
Is
of 5.
because of the 2 players, Matt Rao and Noah Anderson. when he needed to, Noah Anderson, Collingwood would come in and he runs through the middle of a stoppage from a ball up, launches one from 50 and just goes, I'm the captain. Let me show you what I can do. And then Matt Rowell, 7 tackles in that last quarter. He was awesome. Dimmer's words got to the umpires and they realised, that there's a bit of holding. Ned Long gave away 4 holdings to him. Matt Rowell gave away his own 4 free kicks as well. But yeah, I thought Matt Rowell was awesome. He was unbelievable just with his pressure.
And with them not holding him, you felt he was able to move through the packs a lot better, I felt. He kind of would just power through. Nothing's getting in the way if you're not holding him from the start. And that's how those 2 goals came about, in my opinion. And he was just an absolute guns. And the tackle pressure he's bringing, I think he has close to 50 tackles in the last 2 or 3 games in terms of total. And yeah, he's just absolutely tearing up. One thing I want to touch on is just Suns' backline was just unreal. I felt it was so strong in that first half that just has to be commended. Players like Mac Andrews weren't letting anything through, that many spoils in the air, just punching it over. You had John Noble, you mentioned, just playing with the smarts, rushing it when needed to, and also being able to move it through that back line and get the switch running. And Daniel Rioli too, just great players there that really stood up in my opinion, and I felt it was noticeable for me at least. Would you guys agree?
Yeah.
Bit of a hot take. I actually thought ball in hand, John Noble was pretty bad.
I agree.
Like, I was not impressed at all when he had the football in his hands. He did a lot of things right in terms of his defensive efforts and stuff. But when the ball was in his hands, his kicking efficiency was terrible.
I think the thing for them is I agree with that. But for their game plan, it's fast movement football. I don't think they're worried too much about. Obviously,
Where
you'd
it
love it
goes.
if his ball use was good.
Yeah.
I think he went at 60-odd%.
Yeah, when it's 68.
60-odd%, but like when he turned it over, there were really bad
Bad ones.
turnovers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, those kick out ones when they just kick it to the other team?
Okay. Yeah.
Like one of those ones.
But yeah, I think the reason that they do quite enjoy it is, but the other thing is as well, you can put any player at half back and give them the ability to go have 30 as well.
Yeah,
That's the
exactly.
other thing. But yeah, defensively, I thought he was awesome.
Yeah.
And the one Fiorini as well. In the last few weeks, his
God.
last 5 games, he's had 20.
Absolute game.
And it's his tackle that goes unnoticed. I don't know if he was doing the VFL, but he had 9 again. I think last week he had 7. So yeah, he plays that half forward role really well, and it's going to be interesting to see how he goes with Tuke Miller not there because he'll have to stand up, and so will Flanders.
I will just quickly.
Yeah.
So, I've got a bit of a question for you, boy. What do we think the total attendance was for this game?
Oh, I forgot I wanted to talk about that actually.
And I'll
40.
you
It was
guys-
40. It was like 44,000, wasn't it?
You guess, and then you guess, and whoever's closest wins.
I don't know what's the size of People First. Can I know that?
No.
'Cause I don't know if People's First is only like a 20,000 capacity. I'll go 35. I reckon it's only like 40.
I think it's 44. It was 44, wasn't it?
Okay, well, People First is only 27,000.
Oh, well, there you go. That's that's
It was-
18.
Yeah, 18.
What did you say? 28?
It's 27,000 capacity.
I'd say 24 then. I
Wow.
thought it was packed.
It was 22.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
they were loud as well.
Yeah, and I think Collingwood definitely brought a lot.
Oh no, Collingwood definitely.
Collingwood
well,
definitely brought a lot.
remember when they played there a couple of years ago and
Yeah.
Collingwood made it like the highest ever attended game.
Yeah. But
I thought the crowd.
5,000 off capacity is very good, I thought. The crowd was awesome. Almost beat Saints and Sydney
Did they?
this week. I think you guys were close to 30,000.
It actually hasn't been released.
It has.
Oh, it hasn't on the AFL app yet for some. It hadn't this morning when I checked.
It's right here.
Oh, okay. Oh, well. Wasn't released on the match report when I checked last, so apologies there. If you guys have nothing more to add to that one, we did say before, we touched on it briefly before I cut off Will. Jason Horne-Francis versus Harley Reid was a bit of a story throughout the West Coast versus Port match. And it got me thinking of maybe we should compare a few players because people were comparing their performances, their stories. So we put out on the socials, give us 2 players to compare. So I'm going to go ahead and read you out 2 players' names. And I want you guys to just say who you pick. And then at the end, if you guys have any you disagree on or you really want to highlight, we'll go through and you guys can give your 2 cents on why. So we'll start off with the first one, which is Luke Jackson or Brody Grundy, brackets last 8 weeks.
Luke Jackson. For me.
Mm.
Tough one for Keon. Don't get me wrong. Brody Grundy's been very good. But it's what Luke Jackson can do everywhere else on the field that is making me pick him. He's been a game changer for Freo, I feel like.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Luke Jackson.
Then we have Grundy or Tim English.
Are we doing last 8 weeks?
No, that's full Grundy.
Oh,
Well, I think. See, this is tough because what am I comparing them
are
on
we going career? Like, or are we
Yeah,
going
'cause
this
Tim
year?
English
Go
is
this
career
season. Go this season.
this season? Oh, well, then Grundy, I think.
Yeah. But Grundy's first half of the year was very average.
Yeah, but I still think he couldn't have played. He didn't even need to play to compare him to his last 8 weeks.
Yeah. Tim English has had some good games.
I just have worries for Tim English and what he does in the ruck.
Probably go Grundy.
Will
I
get exploited
guess.
in
Grundy,
finals.
like, we're very slowly starting to overrate Brody Grundy.
The next one we have, and you can compare this player's whole season or whole career because they're not current anymore. So Ty Vickery, I've probably butchered that, or Gary Ablett Jr.
Oh, before we answer, I want to get your thoughts.
I couldn't tell you who Ty Vickery is.
Interesting.
It's Ty Vickery.
I would tend to say Ty Vickery as well. Possibly, I reckon he could be one of the greatest players ever played the game.
Sure.
Like some of them call him the big master.
Yeah, the invisible marker.
Yeah. Just flies for him.
He's not real, is he?
He is real.
No, he is real. Look up Ty Vickery.
Richmond legend.
Mark. He's the coach of the Oakley women's team.
Yeah.
We're just taking the piss out of me, aren't we?
No, Ty Vickery.
Ty
played
Vickery,
for
not
Richmond
Marcus
Tigers.
Bontempelli. Sharkies looked up Marcus Bontempelli.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, that was in the clip. Come on.
What, Marcus Bontempelli or Ty Vickery? Tyrone Vickery.
Go to videos.
Played for Hawthorn, mate. How'd you not know him?
Go to that one. None of the second one.
This is great content for the listeners.
They all know.
There's, Ty Vickery.
Everyone
they should know
knows.
about Ty Vickery. Oh, Luke Trainer, Rising Star Award. Forgot to say that. Unreal.
You
Finally deserved it. I don't know if I said this on the potty or just to you.
No, you said it. Oh, maybe you didn't say
No,
it. Maybe
I
you
think I
didn't.
just said it to
I
you.
think you
No.
said it off air.
But he hasn't won one yet, and he just won it. And
We'll
thank
tell
fuck.
you his stats before we talk about Ty Vickery.
He goes up for an invisible mark.
He had the 16 touches. All right, Sharky didn't listen to what I said. It's all right. Can you zoom in on Luke Trainer, please?
I saw. There.
No, can you zoom in on Luke Trainer?
He wants to see it.
I want to
yeah.
see his stat. Oh, no. Okay. Just want to see his
He had the
stats.
16 touches.
Anyway.
Had some other stats as well. Had
Yeah.
a pretty good game. Well deserved.
Next one we have is a coach one. Craig McRae or Chris Scott?
As a player or as a coach?
Go coach.
Well, it's tough. See, this is tough. Because I think Craig McRae is a better player, but if you look at the silverware wise, and I'm going to say Craig McRae.
As a coach?
As a player, I'd say Chris Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Craig. I'm going to say Chris Scott.
The better coach?
Yeah, he's been doing it for so long.
See, that's the tough thing. If you've got Craig McRae, he's done it for 4 years. Versus,
Yeah.
but I'm going to go Craig McRae.
Then we have Dawson or Andrew Brayshaw.
Dawson.
Ooh, fuck. This year,
Yeah, this year.
it's Dawson, but just
Oh, if we're going off the year, Craig McRae or Chris Scott?
Chris Scott.
You still going to say Chris
Yeah.
Scott? Why's that?
Because no one expected Geelong to be that good. They do it every year.
Yeah.
Like, no one expects them to be this good and they're top 4 again. And
But did you
sense.
think Collingwood were going to be as good as they were after their
Yes.
fall off last year?
Yes,
You did,
with
yeah.
Dan Houston and stuff like that. But then, but the reason I picked Chris Scott is because I can't think of a time when Chris Scott had a season like Collingwood did. I guess you could say 2023. But they lost Tom Hawkins and everyone said they were fucked. You know what I mean? And then Jazza came out and he's kicked 60 goals. So
The next one we have is Finn Callahan or Chad Warner.
these are good.
Again, we're going off the
You
year,
skipped
right?
one.
I know. I'm trying to build up the courage to pronounce it.
Again, we're going off the year or career?
Yeah, for all of these players.
Finn Callahan, if we're talking about the year.
Yeah, Chad Warner's been shit
Average.
this year.
So average.
Nate Caddy or Logan Morris.
Logan Morris.
Logan Morris.
Then we have the last one out of the list, Alex Taru. Did I get that?
Mm-hmm.
Or Jacob Bright.
Jacob who?
Bright.
Jacob Bright.
Right.
Who's Jacob Bright?
I might have butchered it there. There was a fair few.
He shines the way.
I'll fix that for you, Sharky.
Where is it?
I fixed it up for you.
Blight, sorry.
Yeah, Jacob Blight.
Well, everyone has a typo, so
I'm backing Jacob Blight in. I'm sorry. Because the thing is, right, we're talking about year. Forget potential. Wait, year he's only played like 5 games.
They've played basically the same amount of games.
Blight's a gun.
Oh,
Blight-
I agree. I feel like you can say I've loved Blight. I
Yeah.
always say to you, why don't they play Blight?
The reason I'm picking Blight is because Blight's going to go to West Coast next year and be like a key defender for them straight away. Whereas Taru's got a couple more years to, build himself up.
Yeah, but we're going off the year. That's what you got to remember.
Oh, but he hasn't had the chance.
But has Taru really had the chance? It's a tough one.
Yeah,
That's why
Taru
years, that's why going off the
I
year is really
dead
difficult.
set. Going off the year, I reckon they're on par.
Yeah.
Because neither of them have really had the chance. And they've both showed great potential when they've played,
I think you've just got to go off who's in the team right now and who's not.
I guess. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm a big advocate for Jacob Blight. But I'm gonna go Taru.
Yeah.
But
I'll go
I
with-
can see why. Like it's literally. First of all, Will and I go for either of those
Yeah,
plays, which makes
exactly.
it tough. But it's a 50-50 either
It's
way.
neck and neck. You could flip a coin and go
Yeah.
either way.
Come
Now-
back to that one in. Actually, can we write that down? Come back to that in. What do you reckon?
3 years.
3 years.
yeah, I'll get that written down now. But what started it all was Harley Reid versus Jason Horn-Francis, 2 high round picks, and their competition they had throughout the weekend. What do you guys feel about the talk that was said throughout the game of leaving after 1 year, go back to mummy? How do you guys feel about that? Can Carly leave now?
Harley's not allowed to leave.
Yeah, he's kind
Harley
of
basically just signed a 10-year contract.
I fucking love that from him, though.
He has literally just signed a contract by doing that. Don't you reckon?
Fucking Tom Morris is a rat. Like, just. Nah. Well, like, how does he live read that? That's fucking hilarious. Nah, Harley Reid, I didn't mind it, to be honest. I thought it was good for the game. Bit of banter, a bit of chat,
who won coming out of it though.
Oh, Horn Francis.
Yeah, you'd say Horn-Francis won coming out.
Aw. Harley Reid was very good.
Horn Francis won the game off his boot.
I'll touch on Harley Reid later and more of his game.
Yeah,
this-
but Horn Francis is in the better side. Harley Reid had 27 touches and a goal.
we won't get into too much of their
Horn
performance.
Francis kicked the 2 goals with 10 minutes to go and basically said, up yours, Harley.
Yeah, but he's also older than Harley, so got an extra year on him.
Yeah, well.
Next,
Who do you reckon wins in a fight?
Harley.
Harley.
Yeah.
Harley Reid would fucking kill it.
Horn Francis would just pull his socks up and
Yeah.
Mummy.
Yeah.
just quickly, who would you want in a team?
Harley Reid.
Harley Reid, but I'd tell him to focus on playing football a bit
Yeah.
more.
Fair enough.
Give me Harley Reid when he matures a bit more.
Yeah.
From that segment takes us to Dogs versus Adelaide, a game we were quite looking forward to. Keon, you
Oh, sorry. On that, Jason Horn Francis as well. He did that all with a broken foot as well.
Who did?
oh
Jason
yeah,
Horn
it's-
Has
Francis.
he broke his foot?
Yeah,
Yeah, he
broke
broke
his
his foot
foot.
in the first half.
Oh wow.
yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, here it is on the screen now. But yeah, from that we go to Dogs versus the Crows, a game that Keon, you said neither team would score more than 10 goals.
I did.
which did not happen with some big players stepping up and getting a good amount of points. Let's just break into that game and how it was done. Most people have been very critical of the way Dogs' defenses went and how they didn't stand up and wasn't able to keep a lid on Phil Thorpe and other players. What would you say to that?
What I would say is go back and listen to the Nothing But Footy preview where we could have told you that on, what was it? Wednesday night? We told you
Wednesday
that
night.
of when we recorded it. So we knew then and we learnt it on
Could
Saturday.
not have called it better,
Yeah.
genuinely. Thorpe had a fucking game and we said that Bulldogs would struggle.
And they try to go with the medium defenders, and the maths doesn't make sense, right? When you have coming up against 3 key forwards, but you only played 2 key defenders.
Yeah.
3 minus 2 still leaves you with 1. Now they got lucky because Tex had to go in the back line.
Well, that's the thing. Adelaide won with no Jordan Butts. And the whole conversation was which tall forward line is better. Well,
You got your answer.
Jordan Butts didn't play and Sam Darcy.
I
where
thought-
was he?
Braden Cook was also really good.
Mm.
I think he's had I think he was really good. Obviously when Butts went down, but yeah, I think he's been pretty good. He'll make himself into a good player.
Well, when the big three are kicking 11 goals and Tex they kicked 11 goals between them
Mm.
and Tex played
Back line
time
for
in the
a
back
half.
line.
Yeah.
So, yeah, really great job.
And
from
Bont and
the
Richards,
Crows.
they tried.
Oh, fuck me.
They tried for him. You could almost say Libba tried as well, but this is not their year. Darcy, he's struggling to clunk the ball at the moment. That was the thing. I wish there was a stat. There probably is a stat. I love Champion Data to tell me how many times he got his hands to the ball in a marking contest, but didn't bring it down. Because I reckon I watched the first quarter of that game.
Do you reckon
And
he's
I
scared
reckon-
of getting injured?
No, because he's still going for it. It's legit hits his hands. He's still
Yeah.
grabbing it, and he's not getting chopped or anything. He's
I
just
feel
not
like
holding
might
on to
be.
it.
It might be going for like the back contact.
I have seen him get under the ball a little bit, but again, that's just you got to be stronger.
Yeah.
I'm just talking genuinely in the air. He's got it at the highest point. He just doesn't hold on to it.
Yeah.
I just want to quickly zone in here to the Dogs. So they're now out of the 8. And you'd say that they're not a team that should be out of the 8. They're a good side. But with the top 8 being so competitive,
Could say that about all 9 teams.
yeah, I was going to go there. All 9 teams, it's going to be bouncing around. One team's always going to be out of the 8 that should be there. And I believe we touched on it. Whoever doesn't get there, it's going to be, you should be there, but you're not. And it's just tough quality numbers. But their Dogs run home. So they go to the Gabba next week.
Ooh.
Then they go Marvel for the next 4 games. And they verse Eagles, Melbourne, and
Essendon.
Essendon. So you'd say that's another 3 wins there. So they're going to be in the 8 realistically.
Well, that puts them on 13 wins.
13 wins. And then depending what they can do. But
against-
they only have to travel one more time. So you got to think that they're going to be much well rested than a lot of the other teams that are going to be flying a bit around.
Mm.
So
I think GW. I'm not. But I was thinking about GWS not making. I think Bulldogs. Yeah, just with what they come up against, they did the hard yards early, and they've got some easy run home. I'd reckon Melbourne at the MCG might be actually
Well,
a bit more difficult than we
Funny
think.
you say that. Down the hard yards early.
Mm,
The Bulldogs are 1-7 against
Oh, yes.
top 9 sides.
that is true.
So they've actually done all the easy yards in terms of
They just
beating
win
all the-
those easy
Yeah,
ones,
they
yeah.
they win them and they win them good.
Well, that would take them 1-8 now against Adelaide.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
So like, it's hard because you always look at them with such big belief with how big they win, but then they've got a lot of flaws. And
I
they-
don't think they're there this year. Because can we pull up their injury list if possible, please? Because they're missing quite a few players. Like you got Waitman's not playing. Who else we got? Sharky's pulling it up. So, it's not as much.
Treloar.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're missing Waitman and Treloar. And I think they're 2 big ones. Like you look at Cody Waitman and what he was doing before he was kicking 2 goals a game. He was up there for possibly an All-Australian small forward.
Yeah.
And Trelaw is just known. He was all Australian last year, wasn't he? He
Who?
almost was. Trelaw.
Trelaw. Yeah, he was all Australian.
Yeah. So I think they're big outs, and they played with 5 50 gamers on the weekend. Under less than 50. Bulldogs played with 5 players under 50 games, which if you think a team for finals, you're not going to think
No,
going to
probably
be
not.
able to do that. So
Yeah.
I think that also comes down to possibly why they're not winning those big games against those better teams, just because they got younger players who aren't unable to do it. Like, what do their youngest players do for them on the weekend?
Bevo did touch on this in the press conference and said that he's feeling that there is a lack of there is a big separation between their top 6 and their next 6.
Like
He said-
Sanders. Sorry.
Yeah,
sorry. Sanders only had the 16. As of recent, we've seen him get about 22. Did kick a goal though. Joel Frazier, he fell off. 14 touches only. Vandermeer had the 13. Garcia had 13. Davidson kicked a goal and had 12. Riley West had the 1 goal, 10 touches. Josh Dolan only had the 10, although I think he was sub. And then Cooper Hines got subbed out. He had the 2. So they're younger players, like you just said. You know, they're younger, not top end players. Fall off quite a lot.
2 Cats versus the Giants. Giants getting a win up on the Cats. How did this one play out? Because to me, it felt more even than what it was, but in reality, it wasn't.
I think one man did it for him, and his name's Aaron Cadman. He was the number 1 pick. And in that third quarter, he kicked 4.
Yeah, kicked 4, and
Yeah.
it was ridiculous.
Yeah, he just turned that footback game on its head and got GWS going. And then he kicked the first of the fourth quarter, and he's really made himself a star player. And it shows you how long it takes those players to develop. It's taken him 3 or 4 years. Finished with a 6. And Hogan only had the 1, which blows your mind because you'd think,
You did say that Hogan would be the difference.
I
if they
did.
can keep
Yeah.
Hogan down.
it was Cadman. I didn't when I was thinking about it.
Mm.
Cadman never applied to the situation. But, he stood up, and it shows, if Hogan doesn't stand up, he's obviously coming back from injury, then that he can. Riccardi, where do you sit on him? Because obviously, I think we kind of go, maybe he's not doing as well. But he does go in the ruck. But do you reckon he's doing a good enough job in the ruck, or would you rather see a second ruck for him?
Nah, I'd probably keep Riccardi.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. You've got Hogan, you've got Cadman. Riccardi can be that third string
He's got Brown as well. though.
hybrid. Brown's just average though. Is Brown playing?
Yeah, he is.
He kicked 1, had 15.
Because I really like Brown. I almost
Brown-
rather Brown over Riccardi.
But Brown's too hit or miss though. Like Brown has shown that he could kick 6 or have 3 touches kind of thing, which I guess doesn't work for GWS's game plan.
Would you say Riccardi's he's probably the same as well?
I actually don't think so. Like I'd say he's hit or miss in terms of goals kicked, but in terms of the role that he plays, like I feel like he plays that to a T.
Because he only had the 3 hitouts on the weekend. Now, I don't know how many stoppages he actually went to, but I feel like you'd be looking for a bit more from someone.
Yeah, but it's more of a chop out for, Briggsy, like make sure he doesn't have to travel into the forward line. Get your 10 touches, have a goal, pop up every now and again. I don't know, like I don't think it's the biggest of their issues, but
okay.
it definitely could be something to chat about.
Worries for Geelong, or just a bit of a hiccup in the system?
Yeah, off game. You give it to him. Obviously, Jeremy Cameron only kicked 1 goal, only had the 5 touches.
Big problem if they come up against each other in finals. They played each other
Yeah.
twice, and Cameron's been held to 1 goal each in those games.
Yeah. Shannon Neal, very good with the 5 goals. And just Geelong's ball use, just really bad.
From the
So,
get-go as well.
yeah.
Holmes and Smith, I think they both went at 30% in that first quarter.
Yeah. Which normally it works for them when they've got a clicking forward line, but when they don't, it shows it's a big issue. So,
With the Saturday games all wrapped up, that brings us to Kiz's crack.
Let me have a crack at him.
Let me have a crack at him first.
Let me have a crack at it.
Get all worked up enough to crack it.
Yeah, so I've got 2 here to speak about. And the first one begins with that ruck contest the two-man that Sharky was talking about. And it's headlined De Koning. I've headlined him for a couple of weeks now. And I just don't... It sounds funny, but it's like almost like he shouldn't be on a list. And let me explain it. Is like, I think Pittenet's doing such a good job. And Patrick Cripps even came out himself on the weekend and said he feels he plays better when Pittenet's there and his clearance game is better. Went through and had a look at the numbers. It actually is quite a lot better when Patrick Cripps he's getting their hit twos from Pittenet because he wins a lot more ruck contests, and Paddy Cripps dominates clearance. I think he had the 9 on the weekend. And I say De Koning probably shouldn't be on the list because then you look at St Kilda and they just debuted Max Heath, and I don't think he was bad. Like, he was good. He hit the scoreboard. He had the 10 touches. Brodie Grundy tried to sell some candy to him. He said no. Put on good pressure. It allows Rowan Marshall to go forward, which I really like because I think he can be good forward when he rests there. You don't need to pay a man $1 million for the ruck when, he's probably only getting paid 120 grand and Pitnet might be getting, 40, 400, 500 grand. Why you going to be paying $1 million? You can be going and getting, Miles Bergman instead for 800,
Yeah.
So obviously De Koning will be on the list. I'm not saying he's a bad player or anything, but I think money ball, you're better putting your money somewhere else. So I think that'll be interesting.
Let me just get this straight, just to clear all edges. You would rather Max Heath than Tom De Koning?
Yeah.
All right, we'll roll with it.
No, I just think that having putting
he
our
can
money
keep it up.
somewhere else.
Yeah.
No, not even if he can keep it up. I just think, we saw it with Hayes as well. Obviously, Ross isn't a massive fan of it, which is also another worry.
Still can't
for me.
believe that guy's not on the list.
I just think you can put your eggs in a different basket
Yeah.
and get a better return.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially when you got Rowan Marshall as well.
Yeah.
I don't, yeah.
Well, that's what I mean. We've been saying it the whole time. There's no reason for you to get Tom De Koning at all.
Yeah. And I honestly think Carlton should let De Koning go get a halfbacker, go get another midfielder, a good, small forward, just something that can make your team better. Because you got Pittenet over there. And I think we kind of hated on Pittenet at the start of the year just because De Koning was playing some good football. Now, De Koning, of course, he's a good footballer, but I've always felt that you don't need the best of the best ruckman to win flags. And I look at Hawthorn and you look at David Hale as one of them. And then the other one is on the umps. Now, players are getting fined for hitting the umps, but we got to talk about where they stand on the field because they're standing in some pretty silly. It's almost like they want to be hit, in my opinion, because the one that Chera hit, a bit iffy, the umpire's going to run back, but so that one's tough. But the one where the umpire was literally standing in the middle of play, like, it's tough, and I don't think the 4 umpires works. What benefit are we getting?
It's too much.
We have more umpires, right? So we have 9 games. Now, a couple of them might play double us, but let's say they don't. With 4 umpires a game, 9 games. That's 36 umpires we need. But if you take less away, then you've got 27 umpires if you only have the 3 on the field, and the quality of umpires gets better. Now, I know it's to take the load away, but the umpires can do it. We all know. They say, we ran 20 Ks at training. I'd also love to know, is that like the only thing they do at training?
They just run.
Like, they just run.
Yeah.
Boundary umpires just do
Why
some
you train the
boundary
rules,
throw-ins.
Brev?
And then, so yeah, we get a bit of read the rule book. But Brad Scott said in his press conference last week that it's something that he struggled with when he was at the AFL house of umpires positioning themselves. But the players, for certain ones, need to stop getting fined and in trouble for this because, in all honesty, the Nate Cuddy one last week as well, not their fault. Eyes are at the ball. They're running in the lead where they would be going, and umpires are just putting themselves in some bad situations. Now, do I have an answer for it? No, not at all. I've got no idea what to do. I'm just here to have a crack at the umpires. I'm not supplying
Get
the
out of the
solutions.
fucking way.
But put yourself in a better situation. Or, I don't know, bat him up in American football pads and a helmet, and then it's the player that gets injured.
Yeah.
With the cracks all done, we start off the Sunday games with D's take on North. Last time these guys matched up, it was a much closer game, but D's came up and got the win on this one.
North won by 50, I think. last time they played.
Oh, sorry, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking someone won, but I didn't want to go too far out. It was a good game though, from what I remember.
Not normally when a team wins by 50, it's a good game.
Yeah, it was
But
very
we'll go
rainy.
with
It was
it.
very rainy than I remember.
I don't think it rained. I remember that. I watched that game.
It was
And
real
I was
early in the
out.
season.
I was really out in the sun. I'm pretty sure it was good weather.
Oh well.
You got anything
Anyway,
else?
how do you guys feel this one went?
Yeah.
I didn't see this game, unfortunately.
I'll go then.
I was asleep.
Geez, sleep at 1 o'clock.
Had a
Big night on Saturday,
big,
did you?
big sleeping. Up late.
Oh yeah, I thought this was actually a really awesome game, especially in that first half.
I did
Players that you're not expecting to stand up. And one of them was Harvey. I mean, who thought that he was going to kick 4 goals too? He was on. Missed the
I
first.
saw him kick a goal.
Yeah.
It was
Which
on
one?
from the left pocket. It was like 50 meters
Oh
out.
yeah, he had a lot. Like I
Yeah.
think 3 of his kicks from 40 out.
Good kick.
He missed 2 early options, which were probably almost his easiest kicks of the day, and then he slotted 4. He was awesome. His dad got to see. He was commentating for
Yes.
ABC Nation.
I lied. I did watch a little bit of
Did
this
you?
game. Yeah.
He was just asleep watching it.
Yeah. One eye open when I'm sleeping.
And Jake
One,
Malchin, the form that he's going in. He's another one you add to the list of players over the age of 30 that are just excelling.
Mm.
Cam Zerha was good, but in the end, Christian Petrarca, he in that second half, I think he had 20 touches and a goal. He was just awesome. I thought Langford as well. They allowed him to get involved in the game a little bit more. And Cozzy Pickett, I just love the role that he plays. I'm not sure, did you see the part where he took Phillips one-on-one in the square?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I thought that was hilarious. I mean, Phillips had no idea what to do. If Cozzy could have kicked straight, he should have kicked 3 goals. He missed one literally directly in front, 10 out. That's a Willy Wonka for you.
Oh, classic
Uh,
Cozzy.
But Phillips did well when Cozzy went into the midfield. He
Yeah.
shut him down. But then I don't know whose idea it was to let Will Phillips go to the goal square. Literally, Cozzy at one stage told all the Melbourne forwards, get out of the 50. He stood, the ball was on the wing. There was not a single Melbourne player in the 50, and Cozzy standing in the square on the goal line with Will Phillips, just one-on-one.
It's top 10 disrespectful
like,
moments.
In Will Phillips, he was just scared. And then at halftime, they let him run into the midfield and he almost kicked a goal himself, actually.
Yeah.
But I just thought that was quite funny. And Phillips did well himself. He had the 20 touches. But yeah, I bet you he's never played fullback before.
Yep. Tom Sparrow, obviously.
yeah,
He
so
got
that's an interesting one.
knocked out by Tristan Zeri.
The
Very
3
interesting.
weeks, I reckon's a fair
I'd
one.
probably say 4.
I feel like it was
Connor Nash got 4, didn't he?
Yeah, but I feel like Zeri's was less.
I don't think
I
so.
feel like
Did
Zeri
you-
was more of a footy act than Connor Nash's was.
No. Connor Nash was kind of going for the...
Connor
Nash's was
Connor Nash
more...
was careless, I'd probably say. I don't know.
well, that it was great. Well, that's the thing.
What was the impact, lads?
Because what are the great?
Because
It's careless and...
Sparrow actually...
What's the other one? Careless and...
Careless conduct.
What's their
and,
2 gradings? Careless and...
careless conduct and something impact.
Careless, impact, and I forget. I'll look at it now while you guys
because there's
discuss.
careless and the
Severe
other.
impact.
What was he graded? What was he graded? What was he graded? At?
Severe
I'm getting
impact
it.
and careless conduct. That's what it
It was
is.
careless. Is that what they said?
That hasn't come out yet, I don't think.
No,
Has
it-
It
did.
has
It did. What did he get?
3 weeks.
Oh, should probably be 4.
I think 3's
Was-
fine.
I was hoping he got 5, so he'd miss Richmond. But I'll be able to
See-
I'll be able to see it later. In Where's Your Wallet?
Yeah.
See, I don't think it's suspendable.
Oh.
Nah, it's suspendable. You look at Pat Voss's one. Pat Voss didn't mean
Oh,
it.
contact. Like high contact.
Yeah, Pat Voss didn't mean to get Vlosten, but
But that's what I mean. Like Pat Voss, I didn't think it was suspendable as well. He hasn't. It's careless from the fact. I don't think it's 3. I could say 1 week. It's just careless that he's gone because he hasn't done it purposefully.
the thing is, Zeri's going for the ruck tap, the punch, but you can't just be flinging arms around. You know what I mean? Like,
That's what I mean. So it is careless.
it's 3, and then you look at the impact where he's knocked out.
Oh yes, that
So
that
then
is
that's-
also.
3 to 4
And
weeks.
thoughts go out to the Sparrow
Sparrow.
family. But once again, it was just Ruckman doing Ruckman things.
Yeah, exactly. Just
Letting
dopey.
limbs fly everywhere.
So dopey.
With that game all wrapped up, we'll move to the final one of the round, Port versus Eagles. Port come out and get the win here. As we touched on, Jason Horne-Francis playing a big part in that. But it was a close game to start off with. In terms of, oh no, it wasn't. Eagles came out in front, kind of showed them where they are, and Port had a bit of a wake-up call. Now, would you say that this was more Port falling asleep at the wheel or Eagles stepping up?
Oh, I think the Eagles fell asleep at the wheel. I mean, they're the worst second half team, and they literally fell asleep at the wheel again. 2 goals, 2.5 of football. Just not good enough. They continue their run for the last 2 years, being the worst team in fourth quarters. I don't think they've won a fourth quarter this year.
I think it's them and Carlton. Oh, no, Carlton has.
And Port were just, a better team, but it also shows. I mean, who was it? Brisbane had this happen to them against West Coast earlier this year up at the Gabba. Eagles can be a good team when they want. Like, geez, Jack Williams was awesome. Coming out of the back line. The forwards was good. I like Bailey
Back line?
Williams. Yeah.
He's a forward. Kick 2.
Well, then he was the one coming out of the forward line.
the other
It must
Jack
be Bazo
Williams.
then.
Rep Bazo.
Or it was either Bazo or Harry Edwards. Someone.
Sandy Brock?
It was Harry Edwards. Harry Edwards.
Harry Edwards.
Harry Edwards. I thought he was actually really good.
Yeah.
He took quite a few intercept marks. And Harley Reid, he set the tone early along with Elijah Hewitt, and I thought they were good. But yeah, not too much to say on this game. It was a pretty sloppy game of football.
I just
Yeah.
want to touch on Harley Reid really quickly. The Eagles coach's name, who's escaping my mind right
Andrew McQualter.
now, touched on that Harley Reid's one of those players that there's this line, and when he steps over that line, it's bad. In terms of he's a competitor, but when he takes it too far, for example, getting 6 frees against, and getting a 50-meter penalty that was careless, he says that's the line that crossed. And he's finally almost taken recognition of, yeah, Harley Reid's going to make mistakes and it's part of how he competes. What do you guys take on that? Is it good for them to finally own up on it? What would you be doing if you were Harley Reid? Because as you said, Keon, once he calms down, once he matures, he's going to be a way better player. And it feels like whenever we see him, he's a bit of a hothead and he takes it too far. And it's a flip of the coin if that comes out in his performance as he has an absolute game, or if he's getting frees against and costing his teams.
I actually don't want him to change at all, because that's what would have made Harley Reid such a good player from a young age to now. Like, it's his competitive attitude. It's his, his want to win, his want to get the footy, his want to help his team. He just loves playing footy and he wants to win.
Okay.
And the second you get rid of that, I reckon he becomes a worse player.
Let me then ask you another question on top of that. Is it then selfish when he goes too far?
No. Because you take the good with the bad, right? I don't think Harley Reid is the same player when he's not like this. You know what I mean? Like, you could have him play, as you look at Dusty in his early years, exact same.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying that they have now officially addressed that there is an issue within West Coast when he goes over that line.
I mean, I'm sure they wouldn't be happy with it, but like, as I said, you take the good with the bad. I think that's what makes him who he is. What makes him such a good player is he can give you these incredible games, but he's a competitor at the end of the day. And I feel like if you're Mini there, you need to back him in. You need to back him in, and you need to kind of let him figure himself out, because you've won one game for the year. You're not going to win that many more. What does 5 or 6 free kicks against really matter in the grand scheme of things? Let him figure himself out. Let him be himself, and you'll reap the benefits. He'll stick around at the club as well.
Keon, what's your take on this?
By no doubt it's something they'll be talking about inside the 4 walls. But I think I was hard on him at the start of the year, but he's now actually playing good football to, like Will said, you take with the good with the bad. Before we were just seeing the bad. Now we're actually seeing the good. So it's weighing
Yeah.
itself out. Like on the weekend, I think his last 3 weeks have actually been awesome. We haven't probably spoken
He's been
about
stepping
it.
up a lot.
Uh,
It's just he's in West Coast, so
we haven't spoken about it, I don't think, enough. The last couple of weeks, he had 24 last week. He had the 1 goal, 27 this weekend. A couple of weeks ago, he had 28 touches. Like he's starting to really impact. I think there's some silly free kicks that he gives away. There's some where I can go, that's the way that he plays football. But then there's some where I just go, that there was no need for.
Yeah.
But again, that's something that'll happen as he matures. And yeah, I think Will said it perfectly. You take the good with the bad. The other thing is, Horn Francis. Well, we're running the intro, are we? Outro, I mean.
Miss button click. I went to
Um,
switch the slide. Sorry.
Jason Horn Francis gave 4 free kicks away himself. I'm not sure how he's been for the year, but
And if you're West Coast, all you want to do is keep Harley Reid.
no,
and
he's staying now.
But does it feel like
can't
it
leave.
sometimes they're almost in this like high school relationship where they're like, I can't do anything because Harley's gonna leave. It kind of feels like that to
You
me.
picked him at number 1, and he's got the power to say, if you don't want to back me in, I'll fuck off to Melbourne.
But it feels like
And
sometimes
then it's a waste of money and time. That's the number 1 pick. They could have picked anyone else that might have stayed, but they would have known that Harley Reid would be like this when they picked him up. It was obvious that he was an X factor player that had, a hothead about him. And if they don't back him in, he'll fuck off. Like, it's as simple as that. And if West Coast want to make him accountable, that's fine. They can pick that, but then they can't complain when he leaves because he'll move to a club like Essendon who will look after him and put him in the right environment and let him do what he wants, and he'll thrive. So it's really up to West Coast of like.
But do you feel like he has a power over them? 'Cause
I feel like West Coast would be stupid to not back him in.
But is it backing him in or is it falling at his will at times?
Obviously, there's accountability, right? Like he doesn't fucking own them, but at the same time, it's like if you want to publicly talk about his issues and stuff like that, instead of keeping it behind closed doors and just trying to help him and letting him grow himself, then he'll leave. Like he's already got enough incentive to go home, like with his family. If he feels unwelcome and like he can't be himself at the club, he'll just bugger off.
I'd agree with you. But no, I don't agree because I do agree. I'd be on your side if they were a top 8 team. But right now,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter to them.
I'm not saying that like
He
it's the worst
can-
thing in the world. I'm just saying that from my
They can be
opinion,
his bitch right now.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. It feels like they're waiting for the next. Keep him. Once you've got him locked in again, we move on to the next phase. But it's kind of like keep Harley happy. We have nothing else.
But
It has
what
to be.
because it's one of those things of, first of all, it's so difficult to get someone from a different state, especially a Melbourne or
To
Queensland,
keep him there.
to stay in WA being
Yeah.
so far away. If you keep Harley Reid and then you go,
It's a huge win.
you can come and play with Harley Reid. That's something big, and that's just, and it's not even to bring players over. To keep someone like, I'm not sure where Elijah Hewitt's from, but to keep someone like Elijah Hewitt, you've got to sign Harley Reid because these players aren't going to want to stay.
And when you say to any Victorian, you say the word West Coast, what do you think of? Harley Reid. That's all you think of. Like, he is the only thing, well, like one of the only things that is going good for them. And if they lose him at the end of the year, you think, fuck, what a waste of time. Waste of a pick. Should have picked Colby. Should have picked, Watto. Should have picked someone that doesn't have that power over the club, Someone that could be a really good player, but, if they leave, it's like, oh, fucking leave there. no one's going to back you in like we do.
And that's why, like St Kilda, they've got to sign Naz.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
Like,
it's what draws players.
yeah,
You're going to play with Nazai
yeah.
Wangdane Miller.
Fucking hell. Naz has a lot of power.
He does.
A lot of power. He's going to get a fat check.
And fuck you to whoever sent that message to him as well.
Yeah, wankers.
Inappropriate. I loved it. I've not. You obviously wouldn't have seen, but every single St Kilda player put on this story and just ripped into this bloke.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, you sent one through before. With all the games wrapped up, we move to Kiz's night.
Know my name, Shining River?
Undercover night.
So this week, gone with someone. Oh, what?
No, just funny how we always fuck up the name of this
Right.
of every
He
segment.
fucked one up earlier. He called it Will's Wonkers,
Yeah.
not Willy's Wonkers. Just so you know, you're not our Harley Reid. We don't focus every week on keeping
You
you.
got zero power.
This week, gone with the bloke. He
He's
changed
at
clubs.
Koshitsky. He's like stuck here. He's contracted.
Fuck, he's got another year with us.
Oh,
Oh.
jeez. Anyways.
See, the best part is we get to see his face on the recording now. as
Yeah,
well.
exactly. You're like, you're a part of this. You can't just sit there.
Can't hide. Notice how he hasn't been on his phone once.
Yeah, I know. No Instagram reels today.
The only time on his phone is when he fucked up Jacob Bright's name.
No, Jacob Bryan.
Okay, into Kiz's undercover night. This week, he made the move to Port Adelaide at the start of this year, struggling to get into the Collingwood team. That's Joe Richards. He had the 2 goals, 23 touches. Now should have had 4. Easy should have had 4. Missed some easy ones, but he was awesome. Had the 23 touches, 7 tackles as well for a small forward. I just thought he was awesome. I would have loved if he was able to convert on the scoreboard, but every time I looked at that game in that second half, and especially when Port Adelaide was coming back, it was in Joe Richards' hands. I can tell you, those dark red boots, you just look on the screen, oh, bang, Joe Richards is there. Oh, he snapped it around the corner. Oh, Joe Richards. Like, he was awesome. That was one of the games. And I think we said a couple of weeks ago, he's having a pretty good season. And then he just backed it up with this game. So, yeah, he adds us to the list and gives us a forward for the team. And not that I have the team on me right now, but that does take us to a full squad.
Wow.
So, on Thursday night,
Wouldn't that take us to 19?
no.
Okay. Opening round.
No, I can tell you it's not
Okay.
19.
All right.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Do we not do it?
There was an episode we didn't do.
Right. There
Well,
you
the
go.
squad's out. When will we see that squad?
Well, see, if
we
people
gotta have the
if-
bench as well, surely.
with the bench, but currently,
No, we can field the team.
Mm.
Yeah, okay. Have you sorted it?
Yeah, I've really sorted that list.
How does
Yeah,
it look?
we need to focus on some more defenders. So I'm liking it maybe if Jacob Blight
Yeah.
might want to get
some
into the
tall
squad.
defenders because right now Joe Richards is playing key back.
Yeah. And maybe is there a ruckman that could come out as well? Maybe
Yeah.
He might have to make it.
Max Heath,
But
yeah,
in the
he's
last 6
side.
weeks, I can definitely tell you, it may not be the best undercover night of that week. It's just what makes the team look good.
Yeah.
Bit of bias. The tips from this week, we had Will. You got the most in the game with 7 of the 9.
No good.
Then
Tough week of tipping.
tough week of tipping, and you came out on top there. The overall winner is Matt. So congratulations to him, keeping his reign for a while now. So quite impressive. Him and Nando's have stopped bouncing around. So
How much is he up by?
he's up by I think about 4.
Oh, wow.
But then 4 or 6. So it's around that number. There's probably 2 or 3 rounds. But then we have you, Will, at 3rd.
Ooh.
And you're 1 point away from Nando's.
No way.
So it's looking close. You're really the dark horse
Holy
here.
shit. I was like last
Coming.
at the start of the year.
You're coming through. Then we have me at 7th and Keon at 8th.
You're in 7th.
Yeah, the drop-off's incredible. We kind of switched strategies here. You went flying away.
Do you
I
just
kinda-
not tip on the game?
No, I do. But I missed one. I missed the 7 week. I missed the
Anyway.
get all 7 right.
I've gone up without doing my tips.
Yeah, see, it's interesting having a tipping competition, but not only I tip.
Well, see, I would still be doing it, except I just missed 2 weeks, and then it's like,
You just gave up.
see, I gave up, whereas you went, no, I'm still going to win.
Yeah, I was last, and I could have given it up, but I stuck fat, like Carlton keeps saying. I'm 5 behind the winner, or like the guy at first at the moment.
And how do we go on the podcast?
On the podcast, we had
How many did Keon have?
Because I think there's a few he
Keon?
entered that look a bit wrong.
You had 5.
Okay.
I had 5.
I had 5.
You had 5. I had 5. Will had 7.
Come on.
See, there's some things that aren't right here because who did you tip in Collingwood Gold Coast?
Collingwood.
You did tip Collingwood.
Yeah, I tipped Collingwood.
Oh,
I lost.
because when we were talking about
You tipped Gold Coast.
yeah, but it
No,
says
he didn't
I
tip- he
it
didn't
says
tip Gold
I
Coast.
tipped
He
Collingwood.
did tip Gold Coast.
No, he said if Collins plays, and I have this right down.
yes.
If
Oh,
Collins
that's
plays,
bullshit.
Oh, he
you'll have
did.
some-
I thought he
too.
was playing.
So he didn't play and they still won.
That's bullshit.
Wow.
That is
Because
bullshit.
you said you tipped
I did
Gold
say that.
Coast,
I did say that.
But then you said if Collins doesn't play, you tip Collingwood.
See, the worst part about that was I was going to message into that group chat and be like, I'm going to take Gold Coast because Penrith was made sub.
oh.
That's fucking bullshit.
See, but then if Collins didn't play and then Collingwood won and he chucked you as Gold Coast.
No, you take what you said. And did I say St Kilda?
You did say Saints.
Interesting.
But that brings our league to Keon with 93, me with 96, and Will with 98, officially taking the lead. The dark horse.
Holy
coming
shit.
through.
How's the comeback been?
Good
there's
comeback.
There's still a long time left, though. A lot of time to come back.
It is a lot of time. But got to keep this performance up. The expectations are there now.
Are they?
You got to keep.
I've
having
had a
these
good
highways.
3 weeks.
You have.
I've
Well,
had
in the last 3 weeks, you've only got 2 wrong.
fuck in the last 3 weeks.
Yeah,
It's ever since I stopped tipping Tigers.
You tapped Tigers this
I know.
week.
Jeez, I can't believe I did that with that much on the line.
I mean, yeah, it worked out for you. So congratulations on that. On the topic of your success, you know what else is a bit successful? Your wallet after this week. Let's crack on to
Oi.
Will's. Where's your wallet?
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Dollar. All righty. Thursday night game. We've got Carlton versus the Lions. Adam Chera, careless contact with an umpire. Direct to tribunal.
Watch this space.
So to be determined at a tribunal hearing. That was the one, obviously, where the umpire's just fucking gotten in the way. And then we've got Zach Bailey, rough conduct on Nick Haynes, 1 match.
Yeah, see, I don't think this one was that hard.
So that was deemed as careless conduct, medium impact, and high contact. So he's copped a 1 match ban. So no fines, but some big things coming out of that game for
That
sure.
one I think will get thrown out.
The Chera one,
No, I think the chair one will stay.
the Bailey
the
one.
Bailey one I think will get thrown out.
Yep. Have they fought it?
I'm not sure.
No Friday games, unfortunately, but onto the Saturday game, Richmond versus Essendon. Lockie Blackiston, he cops rough conduct on Tim Turano in the 3rd quarter, $3,000. And in the Sunday games, we've got plenty here. North, Melbourne versus Melbourne. Will Phillips, he gets careless contact with an umpire, $1,500 fine. Finn O'Sullivan gets engaging in a melee/wrestle, $1,500 fine. Jai Simpkin engaging in a melee/wrestle, $1,500 fine. Colton Tholstrup engaging in a melee/wrestle, 2nd offence, $3,000 fine. And Tristan Zeri striking on Sparrow, 3 matches. Careless conduct, severe impact, and high contact.
Now, impact. We won't get too much in it, but severe
That is
impact. in
severe
both.
impact.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, that was severe impact.
Yeah.
And that was graded the same as what happened with Tom Lynch.
Which is ridiculous, but I'm not going to go there. Well, that means they're saying that the severe impact is the movement, then, right?
Yeah, that implies to me that it's more
according
what they're moving.
to Keon's definition.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they must not have liked the fist.
Well,
James,
the thing, it wasn't his.
It was
from memory.
there.
It was
Yeah,
forearm,
it was like
which is why I don't understand why it would be severe impact, because it's clearly an accident.
yeah,
You
that's
got. You have to be.
It's the
so powerful just to completely just just like knock someone out clear. He was out the moment they made contact. It
Yeah, he was out
ridiculous.
before he hit the ground.
Zeri's a fucking big boy.
Gorn
Anyways,
didn't like it either.
yeah.
He was not happy. I've never
Yeah.
seen Max.
Well,
feel
Gorn
that
gave him a
angry.
fucking bath.
I've
the
just-
entire
he did.
game, so
Yeah, I've never seen. And just on like Gorn gave him a bath, especially on that rainy Saturday
yeah.
where Melbourne smashed them last time they played. Zeri was on top
Yeah,
of
oh
Gorn
my god, killed him on the rainy day.
in
Yeah,
the rainy day
yeah.
in that great game that was.
Yeah, Saints versus Sydney. James Jordan gets careless contact with an umpire, second offence, $3,000. James Jordan gets engaging in a melee/wrestle, first offence, $1,500 fine. And Windhager gets engaging in a melee/wrestle, $1,500 fine. So James Jordan cops basically 4.7K or for the week.
Yeah, well.
Port versus the Weagles. Jace Burgoyne, he gets tripping, first offence, $3,000 fine. Harley Reid tripping, third offence, $10,000 fine. So that was regarded as intentional conduct, low impact, body contact.
Was that what was that? Sorry. What was the actual start of it?
Tripping.
Trip.
Yeah, you'll see the trip. It's bad.
So that's low
he
impact.
kicked his leg out.
Okay.
So he's tried tripping him fully, like a leg breaker.
Yeah, we spoke about it. We both reckon that should be suspendable.
Yep, for sure.
Yep.
Definitely a match. I reckon if you're Harley Reid, I'd rather a match than a $10,000 fine because that wouldn't be a matchy.
Yeah, but he's gonna make that money back
Yeah, he would.
in a couple of years.
Yeah, I know. Far out.
Jeez, that would-
The
I
horny
just, like,
one.
Imagine that. Imagine just like 10 grand just leaving your bank account.
Yeah, fuck. The horny one, cops striking on Jack Hutchinson. He cops a $1,500 fine, and that wraps up the Wonkers for the week.
Do you mean your
The
wallet?
wallets. Yeah, see, this is what I mean. We just keep fucking them.
You know what I think it is? The names are too
Yeah.
similar.
We've got Keon and Kizzers, and then Knight.
We're gonna hit the
and-
with the preseason.
Night and crack and call your phone and what the fuck hotline.
And the 3-2-1 that's actually a 5-4-3-2-1.
Yeah.
Speaking of the 3-2-1,
Need a remaster.
let's get on to that one.
1 vote, 2 votes, plus 3 votes.
See, that sound just makes no sense to me. Like,
I can't believe you thought they actually said it back to back to back.
it sounds like it does. Like when at what point would Gillum McLaughlin ever say that's 3 votes?
I don't know.
You know what I
Does
mean?
he say that's 3 votes?
Let's play it again and have a listen.
1 vote, 2 votes, plus 3 votes.
He does say that.
Yeah.
That's 3 votes.
I reckon he said that in a row.
No. I
No,
reckon
I can
he
tell
said,
he hasn't because I've cut it up.
I reckon he said that's 3 votes. Patrick Cripps, the 2024 Brownlow medalist, type of thing like that.
No, but remember when Lockie Neal was like L Neal, 3 votes.
P. Cripps, that's 3 votes. The 2024.
And also, why
I
is he
don't
so
know.
low toned? Have you noticed that?
Yeah, see, he wouldn't be saying that
Like,
if
he's
that's
like,
like to announce the
1
winner.
vote,
Yeah, I don't know why he
2
said that.
votes. That's 3
That's
votes.
that's weird. I don't know whether that's
This
come
is
from.
AI, I reckon, because it doesn't sound right. Because it's normally like a 3 vote, like it's a
Yeah,
it's a bold. It's it's an
That's
event.
3 votes. Yeah,
Play
I
it
don't
again.
know.
Listen to how depressed he sounds.
1 vote, 2
1
votes,
vote, 2 votes.
plus 3 votes.
That's 3 votes.
Yeah, because he just read the votes out to Richmond versus Essendon in round 18.
Yeah,
Kaczynski, 3 votes.
3 votes.
What?
I guess that's 3 votes.
Starting off
That's 3 votes for Kaczynski.
Yeah.
starting off with yours, Will. 1 vote.
No, we'll keep the same order. Okay, I'll go first.
I've gone with Aaron Cadman. He was awesome. Got GWS across the line. And I possibly think this could be the first key forward vote I've given.
Oh, I reckon you've given one out before. Hogan.
If you keep,
Hogan kicked 11 or 9.
you
or
read
something.
yours, we'll have a look.
Yeah. I've got Tim Turano. Stuck fat with the Richmond player. I reckon one of them deserved it, 34 touches and a goal, if I am correct. So he was very, very good. Pillar down in the midfield. So helped us get the 4 points. And I feel like I'm allowed to give votes to Richmond players when we win. I'm okay with that.
2 votes.
Sam Swiskowski, thought he was awesome
Yeah.
in that game. 3 goals, 2 in the second half. Coming back from injury as well. Didn't touch it in the first quarter. I think he had the 1 touch, but when it really mattered, he got going for Freo. And I really rate Sam, so got in him.
He's a quick player, isn't he?
He's a very quick player. I think he
Yeah.
just does unnoticed things. His pressure game is awesome.
I went for Zach Butters. He had the 38 disposals, the 6 marks, 7 clearances, 500 meters gained, kicked the behind, could have kicked one, but
Should have kicked one.
should have kicked one, picking up 40 and, definitely one of the game changers for the game, being able to rack the ball up that much. So very impressive he was.
3 votes.
Marcus Bontempelli. I mean, Bont does Bont things. This is a game where he might get 3 votes, and his name will be read out. That's 3 votes. Marcus Bontempelli.
That's 3 votes.
He tried. I mean, the poor bloke. He just needs something. And Ed Richards is trying to go with him now, but his little boy Joel Frazier, I want to see more from him. But yeah, Bontempelli.
I've got Riley Thilthorpe, which might be my first key forward votes as well.
So I gave Gunston.
I reckon I've given Melksham votes before.
I gave Gunston votes a couple of weeks ago. We were just looking at. If we just scroll down that list,
I reckon
Sharky.
Melksham will be there from me.
Oh, are we going through?
No, just go where you are.
Melksham, I just saw Melksham.
Take
Milkshake,
that.
yeah.
He's got 5, so we both gave
Yeah, I
him
reckon
votes.
we both gave him votes. Sam Darcy's definitely gotten votes from both of us, I reckon. What about Darcy? Try Darcy. Sam Darcy. I've
From
given Sam
you.
Darcy votes.
There's a couple more than we think
twice.
there is.
What about Hogan? Go Jesse Hogan.
You would have that 1 week.
Oh yeah. Keon's given Jesse Hogan votes.
You
So
gave
have
him
you.
some.
Yeah. Anyways, my votes is for Riley Thilthorpe. Really backed us up in the Nothing But Footy studios. Kicked the 6 goals. Had the 17 touches on 9 marks. Had a couple of tackles, couple of hit outs as well. What I really wanted to see from Hogan. I wanted to see a big bag from him, so I'm glad I saw it.
4 votes.
Josh Dacos, greatest quarter of football I think we'll ever see. No more to say.
Yeah, I've got the Bont, as Keon said. Just put his fucking heart out there, as he does every week. And those are the ones where they should be overcompensating for the votes. Give him 3. Give him the 3.
5 votes.
Matt Rao, I think he was awesome. He had the 7 tackles in the last quarter. I mean, Collingwood are known for, the closers. They come and close games out when they come from behind. I think under Craig McRae, they've been in 22 games that have been within 10 points and they've won 19 or something of them. And Gold Coast held him off and, big credit to Matt Rao. He was probably the biggest reason why they were able to hold strong.
Yeah, I've gone with Josh Dacos. Just one of the most incredible second halves I think I've ever seen. Like, I think he had 192 Supercoach, something like that, the 3rd most of all time since Supercoach has come around. So, like, fucking incredible. Like, I couldn't think of, when someone's like, I put my heart out there, but like not just my heart, like everything I
Yeah.
ever had. Like that is.
And he was sore at the end. I'm not sure if anyone saw. He was grabbing his shoulder. He already had his shoulder taped.
Yeah.
He looked quite sore.
32 and 2, 7 tackles, 5 clearances on 650 meters gained.
And those 2 shots came in the fourth quarter as well, those
Yeah.
behinds. One was touched on the line by John Noble, and the other one, I can't remember what the other one. He must have missed. The other one.
Yeah. And then, just ridiculous second half. Like, it wasn't bad in the first half, don't get me wrong, but just that second half, just to come out and play like that, put the team on the back, that gets the 5 from me.
The leaderboard.
You.
Still got Max Home at the top with 26 points. Then we
Votes. Can you change that thing to
have.
votes?
Okay, I'll make it votes.
It's
So
called
particular.
the 3-2-1 votes. And we're saying it. Yeah. Anyways, go on.
Then we had a bit of a change. So we used to have Max Gawn at number 2. Now we have Marcus Bontempelli.
Wow.
with 24.
You kind of expected him to get up there at some point.
But he missed the first 6 weeks.
Yeah, that's fucked. How is this guy not won a Brownlow?
How many games has he played for the season?
Let me look at that one.
Oh,
Have a guess. Have a guess.
I'm going to say we're in 18, 12, 10.
yeah, 11.
He has played 12 matches.
So he's going at 2 votes a week.
That's crazy.
Like, not sure if we can get. Is there a way that we could make it easy to get able to get like a points per game? Because geez, no one else would be higher
Votes
than
per
him.
game, yeah.
Then we have Max Gorn moving down to third, along with Isaac Heaney and Matt Rao.
Are they equal?
Yeah, they're equal at 20
Yeah.
points. And then we have
Votes.
And then we have Matt Rao. He's here with fifth,
Wow.
replacing Caleb Sarong and Bailey Smith. So pushing them all down.
Yeah, Bailey Smith.
So that's how it plays out. And somehow Josh Dacos is up there with 17. Have you guys given him a vote before?
I reckon we would have.
Let's have a look.
I don't see why not. He's been pretty good this year.
Yeah, you have. Okay. So sorry. I thought I
Well,
must.
what round was that where we both gave him 4?
That was round 13.
Round 13. What do we reckon his game was?
Pretty good.
Tell me who they played and I'll tell you if I can remember.
All right. They played the D's, won by 1 point.
Oh, that was the Queen's birthday game.
Yep.
Collingwood won by a point. Oh, you
We were
said
up
that.
in the Goldie.
You said that. We were
We
up
were
in
up
the
in
Gold
the
Coast.
Goldie. Had 34 touches.
Yeah, well.
But yeah, the leaderboards, there's a couple players up there that you're just going to see him pop up. I don't think anyone
Are there any
used-
rogue ones that are sitting relatively high?
Not really. Finn,
Finn
Callahan.
Callahan.
He's
Is
still
he top
lurking.
10?
No, he's 13th.
Yeah, he's 13.
Equal?
He's
13th?
12. He's 12th. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
He'd be like
7th or something.
Wow.
But there's no one really out there that shouldn't be. Like, Joel Frazier's got 9.
Wow.
that's because he had that one good game. That's all from 1 week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 1 week can turn it around as we know with Finn Callahan. So I think that about wraps us up, guys. I don't think anyone has anything more to add.
No, sir.
So I just want to thank the listeners for tuning in. Make sure to check us out on Spotify. Give us a rate.
Share it to your grandma.
Give us a comment. Check out the Instagram.
Tell your grandma that it's the best podcast.
Mm-hmm. The number
Check-
one podcast in the world.
They'll believe you.
Check out the TikToks and buy some merch. But until next time, we'll wrap it up there. See ya.
It looks like that's the end of the Nothing But Footy podcast. Thanks very much for tuning in. Go ahead and check us out on all of our socials. And we'll see you on the next one.